Hey everybody, this is Josh Jonas, Clinical Director at the Village Institute. So in this video, what I want to talk about is a to-do. And what I mean is, as a therapist, I tell people all the time that I believe that insight is so important. Understanding why we do the things that we do is so important, but insight alone is not enough, and we also need to-dos. And so the to-do I'm going to talk about today is something that I will prescribe to people often, and they often think I'm crazy. But it's something that I love, and that thing, the to-do I'm talking about today is cold showers. I love cold showers. I actually have a love-hate relationship with them. As I get ready to do them, I hate them, and then every time I actually do them, at least when I'm done, I love them. And there's a ton of reasons to do them. There's a ton of benefits that come from them, physical and health benefits, which I'm not going to talk about here. You can Google them, but you'll see there's so many benefits in terms of inflammation in the body, hair, skin. There's a lot of benefits, but there's emotional benefits, and that's what I want to talk about today. And I could talk about them forever, but the two big ones I want to talk about in this video is that cold showers can help you build your freedom and also your power, which I know sounds like a tall order, but it's true. So, and I'll hopefully be able to explain this. I'll explain both of them too. So the first one is building your freedom. There's a great quote by Viktor Frankl, one of my heroes. He was a Holocaust survivor. And Frankl had this great quote where he said, there's the stimulus and there's the response. And in the middle, there's a space. And that space is how we choose to react to things and ultimately our freedom. And I cannot think of a better embodiment of that quote than cold showers. So what you do is you get into the shower, you get under the cold shower, and you will feel yourself. The shower is the stimulus, and you will have this response. You will do this. And then what happens is you begin to cultivate that space, and you begin to breathe, and you begin to breathe, and it's cold, but eventually you will feel your shoulders go away from your ears and to come down here, and now you are actually breathing deeply under a cold shower. And what you did was you had the stimulus and you had the response, and you created that space, and in that space was your freedom. And this is really helpful in terms of building your nervous system. If you tend to react too quickly and you want to learn to work on that, cold showers is another way to do it. The other thing that it's doing is it's helping you develop your power, because power, ultimately, our own personal power, I'm not talking about forcing people, but your own personal power comes from your ability to surrender, which I know sounds counterintuitive to a lot of people. It sounded counterintuitive to me, but I just want you to think of it in this way. I want you to picture two people under a cold shower. The cold shower goes on, both of them go like this. Now, when we do this, what are we doing? It's our body's way of fighting what's happening and saying, I am not going to allow this thing to affect me. I'm not going to allow this thing to get to me. That's what we're doing. And so by doing this, we are not surrendering under the cold shower. Okay, that's what the first person does. The second person does this, and then they begin to do the kind of go through it in the way that I just gave it to you. And now all of a sudden, you are watching someone surrender under the cold shower. And so now you're seeing someone breathe deeply as they've surrendered under that cold shower. I want you to picture this guy, and I want you to picture this guy, and I want you to tell me which one's more powerful, which one is exhibiting more power coming from their body. And I think the obvious answer is the one who surrendered under the shower. And so the reason I love it is it's a great, it teaches us to surrender, and it's also it gives us in real time something to think about and something to practice and something to take with us in our life, because I think so much of the time what we need to learn to do is surrender. It's not giving up, it's just allowing ourselves to be deeply present and allowing of the present moment. And so those are two reasons why I love cold showers. I do them pretty much every day. I'll give myself a break every once in a while. Don't do them if you're sick, by the way. If you're sick, take off. But if you're feeling well, even as it's wintertime now, attempt the cold showers. Thanks, guys.